Hi everybody. Once again welcome to Export Import Business Management. I hope you must have gone through my previous videos which were made on latest Incoterm 2020 and merchanting trade as per the latest guidelines issued by RBI. Usually I made videos in all three languages English, Hindi, Marathi for better understanding. Today I have brought you the new topic in the field of import field. Now world is suffering from the COVID-19 virus. It has impacted on all the industries worldwide. The virus has not spared a single industry in the world. Even import-export activities are also affected badly. One of them is shipping and port operation. Due to COVID-19, the documents are not reaching destination port, destination customer in time, which is leads to damage and detentions. To overcome this issue, exporter has started issuing CVA bill to consignee, importer or customer, whatever the case may be, which help the customer to release the cargo on faster note. But there are some advantage to adopt this methodology and also some serious drawback to adopt these systems. I have brought you the similarities and difference between the adopting CVA bill and bill of lading, which will help exporter to understand both the methodology and it will help them to take the level of risks while issuing the CVA bill. Friends, now we will see the similarities between the CVA bill and bill of lading. It is a contract of carriage and receipt of goods between shipper and carrier. What is mean by that? Means shipping company take the it is a contract between the shipping company and the exporter that shipping company says that I will take the goods from one port and I will deliver to the another port. It is a contract of carriage means shipping company will say that I am carrying the goods from one port to the another port. Also it is a receipt means show that goods are in the custody of the shipping company. Shipping company right now holding the cargo. Second, both guarantee maritime transport. Means shipping companies say that I will take the goods by sea or I will take the goods by waterway. It is a maritime transport. Third, seaway bill and bill of lading are used in national and international transport. Means it is used in the local transport also and in the international trade transactions also. It's identified the goods, pieces and weight. Means if you see the seaway bill or billing, it's almost similar. It shows that the general description of goods, number of pieces it is carrying or it is taken from the exporter and weight of the cargo. Friends, now we'll see the differences. This is a very crucial topic. Okay. Here you have to understand what is the difference between the CVA bill and bill of lading. First, shipper releases his control over the cargo immediately. In CVA bill, shipper loses his control. But in the bill of lading, shipper does not lose his control. Shipper does not release his control over the cargo immediately. Having control over the movement and delivery of the goods, the shipper can maintain control of the shipment and can transfer its right of possession at the time of its choice. See, for example, cargo reaches at destination and buyer didn't pay to the exporter in time. In CVA bill, cargo gone means once is gone means is gone. He cannot control the cargo. But in the bill of lading, the shipper or exporter can hold the cargo at destination port. Still, he gets the payment. Okay, or what are the payment terms agreed? But he has the control of the cargo. Second, it only serves as evidence. The the carrier is released with the delivery of the goods to the person identified in the documents. Means CVA bill is a evidence that it is a carrying the cargo from one port to the another port. The shipping company deliver the cargo whose name is written as a consignee in the CWA bill. Once he satisfies the shipping company that he is a bona fide person whose name is written on the CWA bill, he is eligible to claim the cargo, and he will take the cargo from the shipping company. But in the bill of lading, here it is also evidence, but and title of goods. The carrier is released with the delivery of the cargo to the person identified in the documents against the bill of lading. Here, see, bill of lading carries the title of goods. Means title of goods means what? The person holding the original bill of lading with the proper endorsement who can claim the goods. In CWA bill, there is no documents at destination. The person whose name written on the CWA bill can claim the cargo, but in the bill of lading, the person has to carry the original bill of lading to the destination office of the shipping company, and he has to produce the original bill of lading. Means title of goods is with bill of lading. Okay. Third, the original CA bill is not required at the clearance at destination. No need to physically forward the overseas since the document doesn't need to be surrendered at destination. But in the bill of lading, original bill of lading is required at the destination to clear the cargo. Remember friends, original bill of lading is required at destination to clear the cargo. This is another most important difference in the CA bill of lading and bill of lading. Friends, the CWA bill is non-negotiable in nature. Means you cannot negotiate in the bank. Negotiation mean what? Against which you get the money or fund. Against this CWA bill, you cannot put in the bank and you cannot ask the bank to provide the fund against this export document. But in the bill of lading, it is a negotiable and accepted in banks at its title of credit. I told in the earlier slide, it's carry the title of goods. Therefore, it is acceptable in the bank and it is required in original at destination to clear the goods. Second, export document cannot be discounted and fund cannot be raised. I told you CWA bill is a non-negotiable document in nature. Therefore, bank will not discount this CWA bill and provide you fund. Whenever there is a fund, requirement of fund is there for you to pay to the supplier of the goods or buy to the raw material or anything. You cannot discount CWA bill and you cannot raise the fund. But in the bill of lading, this can be discounted and fund can be raised. Sixth point. There are some key factors to consider with the CWA bill. No original bill of lading are issued when CWA bill is issued. The carrier responsibility is to deliver the cargo to the named receiver, sometimes referred to the consignment note. It is called as a consignment note also, and do not act as a title of document. The CWA bill can only be issued with the shipper written consent. See, in CWA bill, the cargo is delivered to the named person whose name is written as a consignee to whom cargo is delivered. Therefore, in the CWA bill, most of the company take the shipper written consent that they are not responsible if anything goes wrong or somebody taken the wrong delivery or something. The person who is taking the delivery, he has to certify the shipping company with a proper government identification document that he is a person shown on the CWA bill in the bill of lading. Essentially, whoever is the possession of the original bill of lading is entitled to demand the possession of the goods from the carrier of destination so long as the original bill is properly endorsed. The endorsement is important because it possesses the right to the possession of goods from the holder to the holder. The seventh point. It is advisable to use CWA bill when shipper know the consignee of the cargo well, or both shipper and consignee are part of the same business, or 100% payment is received. Should not be used for usance period payment method. Understood friends? Means it is advisable to use to whom the customer you know well, for whom you are doing the business from many years, or both the company or receiving company and exporting company both are under one umbrella. They are under one group only. Bill of lading can be used for usance spread also. Because bill of lading passes through the bank, if it is under a letter of credit, the bank take the responsibility of the payment because bill of this draft is made in the main name of the bank in the LC transaction. Even it is not on the LC transaction, the draft is made in the name of the consignee, and who give the draft acceptance of draft to the bank at at the time of taking the bill of lading uh, to the bank. Therefore, it is more safe in the bill of lading. Point 8. Not useful in the shipment under letter of credit as it doesn't control the transfer of goods and funds. When the transaction under letter of credit, COA bill doesn't carry the title of goods. Therefore, they are not accepted under letter of credit. But in a bill of lading, useful in the shipment under letter of credit as it controls the transfer of goods and funds. 9. The bank do not accept COA bill as a part of the payment procedure. Unlike an original bill of lading, the shipper can't stop the release of cargo when the freight payment is made. That is, as soon as the cargo reaches destination, it can be cleared immediately. As told earlier, because you don't have control over COA bill. Once COA bill is issued, you don't have control over the cargo. The person whose name display on COA bill, he can take the cargo. In the bill of lading, need not to wait for the properly endorsed original to arrive. The necessary transfer of documents can be sometimes delay in receiving the original documents. As a result, it leads to delay in clearance of the cargo. See, bill of lading goes through the bank channels. Sometimes it goes late. Hmm. Therefore, chances are there कि it attach the damage. Okay, but bank accept the bill of lading as it's carry the title of goods. Okay. Point 10. The chances of damage and detention is very less. COA bill in COA bill, you need not to send the any document original. So on the scan copy document, cargo can be released. Therefore, the chances of damage detention is very less. In bill of lading, chances of damage and detention are there because it passes through two banks, one exporter bank and customer bank. It takes time and also require the certain time for courier of document from bank to bank. Point 11. Once the COA bill is issued, it cannot be changed. Most important point, please remember. And once bill of lading issued, it can be changed. It can be further endorsed or switching of bill of lading can be done. In the bill of lading, you can endorse the title of goods to another name by endorsing backside of the bill of lading, or you can switch the bill of lading. COA bill of lading cannot be consigned to order of someone else. It has to be consigned to the direct customer only. Delivery of cargo covered under the COA bill of lading can be made only to consignee on the bill of lading and his authorized representative. Bill of lading. Bill of lading can be consigned to the order of customer. Means customer, if you sell to the customer and the customer want to sell to somebody, he can endorse his order on the backside. Yeah, on his order, it can be sold to another person. It can be endorsed to the bank. Okay, it can be endorsed to the shipper. To order. It is called a to order. 13. It's used in direct export. It cannot be used in the trading business. Okay, and it is used in direct export as well as in the trading business because bill of lading can be further endorsed in another name, another entity, and that person can further endorse to somebody else. Means transfer of bill of lading is possible or switching of bill of lading is possible. Therefore, it is widely used in the trading business. In trading business, COA bill is not used. 14 point. When the cargo covered under COA bill of lading is is a release express, but therefore it is called as a express release. But in bill of lading, it is not cannot be called as a express release. To release the cargo under a bill of lading express release, you need to surrender the bill of lading. Need to surrender the bill of lading, and origin shipping company office has to send a telex message to destination shipping company that the original bill of lading is surrender here, you can release the cargo to the consignee. That is called express release. Means in the bill of lading, the cargo bill of lading has to be surrender, but in the CA bill need not require any surrender. So friends, you must have understood the difference between both methodology, and difference between the both the documents, and you must have understood the risk of level you are taking at the time of issuing the CA bill. Now, thank you, friends. Thanks for giving your time. See that these are services offered by my company. We are in the service sector. We give this lot of services. If you need any services, please do contact to us. And thank you soon for next video. Bye bye.